What's going on, everybody? This is Enraged Seraph here, and I'm going to be showing you how I beat this bastard of a Pearson, freaking Elden Beast, and the Golden Lord. Alright, so I took a long time fighting this asshole, and what you can see here is my stats and everything I have aligned. I have the Roar Malion and the Halogrig, just to to increase my Roar damage and to reduce the Holy damage. If you need to know where these are, let me know in the comments so I can show you where these are, but most likely you can find them online where they're at. So what I'll do is I'll start off with his Seeks Decay, just because the first boss can actually be decayed, and what I have here is an Arcane / Faith build here. Uh, I'll actually enter using the Lord's Grace just to also reduce that holy damage, and it's going to be very key in making this work, because this guy will produce some mad damage if you aren't built right, because he's just built different. Obviously, I'll use the Mimic Tear to pull that out, because it's just broken. So what I'll do here is I'll wait for the Mimic Tear to actually pull the aggro, and then just make sure I get a Seeks Decay on him, to try and decay him as much as possible. Really, I mean, you see how much less damage he does when you have reduction on Holy? Just nothing. It means nothing. I also have the Black Flame, which will also do added damage when it hits. But what I want to do here is I wanted to get him decayed, so that we can just do that continuous damage. Your clone will be just doing whatever they need to do. Once he's decayed though, he's pretty much done. You just basically dodge his attacks and kite him with what you got. Let's see. Make sure Lord's Divine Grace is always on, but that Phalanx right there, if you need to know where that boss is to get that spell, yeah, I can show you where that is if you need to know. But ultimately, here we go, gonna blast him with that. I mean, this is just extra damage. I'm just doing what I can here. He's already decayed, he's going to die. You just want to die as quick as possible, because you don't want to use all your potions here, because it's going to screw you in the next run if you use all of your potions. Especially if you get hit by the next run. But he's just the basic of the basic. You should be able to beat him fairly easy with that setup. End of that, you want to use Lord's Divine just to make sure you have that Divine up again. It's just going to save your life. Post that, you have this bastard, which is the Elden Beast, which is whooped my ass for a good week. I'm not going to lie. I have been trying to beat this guy for so long, and once I figured out you can do damage with the Black Flame, and it just does continuously. I realized how easy this boss was after I got that. It's just crazy how stupid easy he is. Basically, you just gotta have your Mimic Tear also use Black Flame. You use Black Flame, it'll do continuous damage on there and just deplete his health bar. Other than that, just memorize his moves, which are dumb, and hopefully with this move he's gonna rain down holy damage, or yeah, this is going to be the holy damage circle that's going to come around you. If it goes around you, or this one went around me, so I just kind of tanked the damage there. With the Lord's Grace, it just does nothing what it used to do. This move's kind of stupid. If he actually targets you with this, it's annoying to dodge. The first two hits are really quick, and then the next two are staggered. So the first two you want to dodge, and then dodge immediately, and then stop, and then wait for the next one to start swinging your way. This one, just roll under him. You should be able to get out of it. That move where he jumps in the air. Other than that, I just kind of... I used this to see how much damage it was going to do. I couldn't hit him, so I realized it was useless. Just continue going back to the Black Flame. It'll actually do better damage for you. And other than that, that basically leads to the end of the boss. It's really not that hard at that point, because then you just use your Mimic Tear, make sure it targets him most of the time. Yeah, and essentially you should be able to kite him down. Just... Aggro on the Mimic Tear is just so much better than on you, and it's honestly broken. There's just no reason for it, but I mean, I wouldn't have beat the boss without it, so lucky me, right? Lucky all of us for having the Mimic Tear. But as you can see, that Black Flame is just doing continuous damage too, each time it hits. Whenever he does that Fire Blast, by the way, you want to just run away, run behind him, because it's going to be a better spot, and more than likely your Mimic's going to pull aggro on that point. And then you just kind of, yeah, continue throwing that Black Flame in his face, and he will die a miserable death. Ooh, this is a really powerful move that even if you have mitigation... Oh, nope, he didn't use it. There's a stab down that he does, actually, with that sword that does massive damage if it hits. And that is kind of annoying to get out of if he's targeting you, because he'll knock you down, and then at that point it's impossible to dodge the next hit. But ultimately, if he misses you, you just gotta run. There's that move. Again, all these moves get negated by the Lord's Grace and Holy Damage Negation. It's not as bad as it would be if I didn't have those on. I would have literally been one shot, which I did was multiple times, aggravatingly. But other than that, go ahead, take a look, watch the rest of this, and you'll see that it's kind of broken and it's fairly easy once you get the hang of it. Alright, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll answer as best I can. Have a good day.
Good moves. Yeah, the black flame match was really good. Die! Fuck yeah! Beat this bitch with the black flame. It's so good. And share.